that we know now what the value we are looking, if na-press ang button is 1, then we can continue now with our original program, no? Okay? So, let's remove everything dito sa loop and just leave the loop format like this, no? Void loop, ayan, ayan. Okay? And then, if you remember, pinaste natin sa notepad yung ginawa natin kanina. So, let's copy it again. Okay? And go back to Arduino and paste it again in the loop. Okay? And then, press Ctrl T para ma-align lang sila. Okay? So, kanina, we ended na pag may value na, Arduino is saying press a button. But the question is, what will happen if we press a button? Kasi meron na tayong coin. So, for demonstration, what I did is that binabantayan ko na rin yung status ng button. Okay? So, let's put it after the first conditional statement sa Arduino, yung no coin, no? If you remember it. So, dito tayo maglagay ngayon na button state equals, so, babasahin natin yung status ng button, no? Digital read button. Ayan. So, alam natin na kapag hindi natin pinipindot yung button, what value we are getting is actually 0. And if we press the button, we can get the value of 1. Okay. Next is, let's put now a conditional statement here, no? After nang binabasa natin yung button. Okay. Our conditional statement is if. Okay. Multi-conditional statement to ngayon, no? If, okay, the value of button state is 1. Okay? Meaning, tinatanong natin kung, or we're looking for the value na pinindot na ba yung button. And that we will know if ang nabasa ng Arduino sa status ng button is 1. No? So, that's why we're asking if button state is equal to 1. Then, hindi lang to button, no? If you remember, dapat magfa-function lang yung button kung merong value yung ating coins, no? Okay? So, dalawang condition na. If pinindot yung button, okay, true. Check mo na sa conditional statement mo. True, pinindot yung button. But then again, end, no? Hindi lang yun, no? End. Ang current value ba ng pulse, remember, ang value ng coin ina-assign natin sa pulse, no? Pag walang hinulog, ang value ng pulse is actually 0. Meaning, walang coin. Pag may hinulog, 10, 5, or 1 peso, or 3, 5, 50, meaning, the value of the pulse must be greater than 0. Yan. So, papasa tayo sa conditional statement na to. And lastly, no, another conditional statement, okay, user balance is true. Okay? Yan lang yan. Kasi kung ang hinahanap ko, remember, earlier I told you, if I'm looking for a false value, I'll just have to put punctuation mark. No? But if I'm looking for the value of true, I just remove it and type the name of the variable as it is. Okay. So, user balance is actually a boolean, kung maalala nyo, no? So, ngayon gagamitin na natin siya. Okay. But the thing is, saan minodify ang user balance? Okay? But let's just complete the conditional statement format. Opening bracket, closing bracket. Okay. So, ito na yung tinatanong natin. Pag may pumindot ng button, no? Gagawin mo itong statement na to if pinindot yung button ng value 1, provided ang pulse is greater than 0, meaning may hinulog siyang coin, dapat dalawang checkpoint yan, and true ang status ng user balance. But the thing is, pwedeng maging true to kasi pinindot mo true. And pag nagulog ako ng coin, magiging true to, pasado na tayo sa requirement. Pero yung user balance, dapat true. But if you remember, during the declaration, ang user balance is false. So, we need to program this during the loop or the process na ito dapat na-convert sa true. And saan dapat mangyari yon? So, let's review our code, no? So, dito siya dapat mangyari sa ating Coinslot. Magiging true lang na may balance ang user kung naghulog siya ng Coinslot. Tama? Dito yun yung ginagawa natin kanina. So, dito natin ngayon i-modify ang value ng user balance. Okay? So, dito sa loob nito, pag may coin na nahulog, i-off yung RGB, tutunog yung buzzer, maybe after that, pwede na natin i-modify. At the same time, the user balance must be true. Why? Kasi may hinulog na siyang coin eh. So at the start of the program, it is false, no? Ayan, false. Kasi wala pang coin. Pero nung nag-start yung program at naghulog ng coin, this time, the value of the user balance is true. And if that becomes true during the loop and somebody or yung user pinrest yung button, no? And the state now becomes 1. So check, the first condition is check. And of course, kasi may hinulog siya, more than 0 na yung pulse, no? And lastly, during nung naghulog siya sa conditional statement na to, ng Coinslot status, ang user balance value becomes true, and this is also true. Then, the Arduino will execute whatever command we put here. Okay, I hope I made that clear and simple, but kung may question kayo, just put it at the comments below. So, let's continue. What happens now if na-meet yung tatlong conditional statement na to, no? Okay? The first thing that will happen is, pag may inulog siyang value, una, i-clear mo ulit yung LCD kasi pinindot niya na yung button. So that we can introduce another message. Okay? Then, LCD, magta-type na tayo ng bago. Set, or sige, hindi muna tayo mag-type, isa-isahin natin, no? Okay? I-load muna natin, and let's check what will happen. Ngayon na may pin-program na tayo about sa button. Okay. Let's load this. Camera. Okay. Okay, ready na siya, no? So, let's try na i-press muna natin yung button lang. Nothing happens, no? Why? Because as I've said earlier sa code is, totoong nabasa ng Arduino na pinindot mo yung button. But the conditional statement, pumasa ka sa isa lang. Yung pulse mo is not greater than 0 kasi nadadagdagan lang yung 0 if naghulog ka ng coin. And at the same time, nagiging true ang value ng user balance kung naghulog ka ng coin. So, two statements here, hindi mo na-meet. Kaya, hindi in-execute ng Arduino yung gusto mo sa conditional statement na to. Ang gusto sana lang naman natin is pag pinindot ko yung button, basically, ma-delete yung insert coin kasi LCD.clear, no? So, let's try na maghulog ng coin para ma-meet yung conditions. Okay? Press the button because you already have a balance of 5 pesos, no? So, try natin. So, true, may value na yung pulse and ang user balance ko, may balance na ako 5. The only missing piece sa conditional statement is actually to press the button. And since I can press it na, I press it and the screen was deleted. Because yun yung statement dito sa block na to, no? May pulse ka na kasi may 5 peso ka, so may 5 pulses ka. At the same time, naging true yung user balance kasi may notify dito. And true, pinindot mo yung button and the screen na-clear na siya. So, let's continue after pressing the button. Then, of course, set natin yung cursor again kasi magta-type tayo ng bagong message. Set cursor. So, let's start from the beginning. 0, 0, okay. And then, since ang purpose natin ng demo is pumping a liquid, water, oil, iced tea, or whatever, basta liquid na, okay? Let's just print on the first line to tell the user na pinrest mo na and we're actually pumping a liquid. Okay, yun na lang muna. LCD.print. But you can change this, this is just a demo. Pumping liquid. Okay? Yan yung una message, no? Okay. And then, let's not access the motor muna. Let's not just pump. Let's just do it slowly para hindi kayo masyadong mano. So, LCD.print pumping liquid. And maybe, isali na rin natin na mag-tone ka ng buzzer. Okay? Para alam natin na may ginagawa na siya. Kasi pumindot na siya. And the thing is, siyempre, pag nagto-tone ka ng buzzer, oops, sorry. Okay. Tone buzzer, walang frequency. Ilagay natin yung frequency ng buzzer sa 523, but you can do type whatever you want, depende sa inyo. And then of course, gaano katagal mo ipapatunog yung buzzer, no? So okay, ang gamitin natin para mas may connection siya is i-tone mo yung buzzer for about 1 second, okay? Yan, 1 second, no? And then, i-off mo yung buzzer. No tone buzzer. Okay. Yan ang gagawin mo. Pag may hinulog na coin, may user balance, and pinindot yung button, no? Okay? Testing natin. And let's check. Okay? So, insert coins. Pindutin ko, hindi ako mag-insert. Gumagana yung function, wala siyang ginagawa. But the moment na nagulog ako ng, again, 5 peso, I can press the button kasi meron na akong 5 peso balance, no? So, I press this. Pumping liquid and pinatunog niya for 1 second. Tapos na. Okay? So, the next question is, anong naging purpose nung nagulog ako ng 5 and it will just give me a 1 second tone of buzzer. If you get what I mean, meaning, it doesn't matter pala kung magulog ako ng 10 pesos. Ito lang din ang gagawin niya. If magulog ako ng 5 pesos, the thing, it will just be the same sa 1 peso, sa 5 peso, sa 10 peso. So, ito na yung catch. Since this is a universal Coinslot, we have to give value sa balance ng user, no? So, just for an idea, maybe, i-depende natin sa balance niya kung gaano katagal tutunog yung buzzer. Buzzer lang muna ang i-demo natin. So, let's give it like pag ang value, ang 1 peso is equivalent to 1 second. Okay? So, if ang hinulog kong total of coins is 20, then I should hear the buzzer for about 20 seconds. Okay? So, para may idea kayo ngayon, paano naman lagyan ng value yung amount ng pera na hinulog ng user. Okay? So, in that case, we have to make a sub-loop inside the loop, no? Actually, nasa loop na tayo, but and then nasa loob tayo ng conditional statement na to, and we want to have that loop, no? Para i-tie up natin based sa value ng coins na hinulog ng user. And we can do it, this is one, no? Let's type a for statement, no? For, okay? For integer, let's just declare a temporary integer, no? For integer I, so there's this integer I na mag-i-exist temporarily, no? For this purpose, for integer I, and let's give it a value of, ano ang value ng integer I is, let's use the value of the pulse. Kasi nandito yung amount ng coins na hinulog ng user, di ba? Yung pulse yung umiipon nun, no? Kung 5 plus 6 plus 7 or whatever is the total, nandito siya sa loob ng pulse, okay? So, yun ang i-assign natin temporarily dito sa temporary integer, which I just call I, no? So, integer I, you can change the I to X, to B, or name, whatever. But for simplicity, I'll just put the letter I. For integer I is equals pulse. So, whatever is the value of the pulse, this may be 5, 1, or 10, or maybe 15, or 16. Para maging dynamic, let's just use whatever is inside the variable pulse. Okay. For integer I is equals to pulse, semicolon. It's like saying while, no? Okay? For integer I is equals the value of the pulse, and while that integer I is greater than 0, tama? Okay. I'm sure I is actually greater than 0 right now. Kasi pag nagulog ako ng coins, let's say that's 5 peso, so, I is equals to 5 and I is actually greater than 0. That's true. So, para gawin niya tong statement na to. Okay? And the next statement is, anong mangyayari? Okay? I minus minus. Okay? Let me just finish this. Okay? So, I'm creating now a loop within the loop, no? Dito sa first statement. Na do whatever is here kapag na-meet mo tong until ma-meet mo tong condition na to. And what's the condition is, whatever is the value of this I, let's say nagulog akong 10 pesos, so let's assume that the pulse is 10, no? Okay? And then the next statement is, while I is greater than 0, which is true, kasi right now this is 10, no? Then, minus 1, I minus minus. So, i-loop mo. Pag loop mo, minusan mo ng 1. So, pagbalik mo, the value of I will become 9. Tama? Pagbalik mo, become 8. Until hindi na siya greater than 0. Because if ang I naging 0 na, kaka-minus mo ng isa, then therefore, 0 is not greater than 0. Mabe-break na tong loop na to. Okay? So, let's see it in action, no? Balik natin sa pulse. So, what happened during naglo-loop siya? Habang iniikot niya yan, no? Dito, we can add now our whatever we want, no? So, sabi ko kanina, kung ano yung value ng coins na inulog, yun din yung per second na itatagal ng tunog ng buzzer. And let's assign 1 peso is equivalent to 1 second. So, let's do this. Sa loob ng for statement, no, tone the buzzer, and this is the sound I want, 523, and delay it for 1,000, 1 second, kasi every 1 second ang loop, no? Turn off the buzzer, no tone buzzer, okay? And delay it, okay? I think 500, I have to divide it, okay? And this is 500. Why? Kasi dalawang delay bago babalik na naman sa umpisa yung for statement. So, a total of 500 first delay, tapos no tone, walang tutunog, then half second, ang total 1 second. So, mabibigyan ko ng value yung pulse na yung sabi ko nga, 1 peso, 1 second. Okay? So, I think let's try this muna. Camera. Okay. Insert coin. So, maghulog tayo ng 5 pesos ulit. 5. O, dagdagan natin ng piso. Okay, so we have... Ay, maghulog. Okay. Masailan siya sa piso ko, ah. Okay, nahulog. So, we have a 6 peso balance. So, we can hear now the buzzer na magsa-sound off for 6 seconds, no? So, let's press the button. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? So, ngayon, meron ng purpose yung universal coin slot mo. Nagbabari na yung balance na hinuhulog ng user. 10, 5, 1, or maraming 10, maraming 1, no? I hope that gives you an idea, no? Okay, let's continue the code. So, kung titingnan nyo sa camera, it's just saying pumping liquid. I really do not know kung gaano katagal. Kasi yun lang, binilang ko yung sound. So, let's modify our code a little bit, no? So, lagyan natin siguro siya ng, kung 6 seconds, kasi 6 pesos yung inulog ko, may counter man lang. At least, di ba? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Parang ganun, no? Okay, so, ulitin natin to. Dito pa rin tayo sa loob ng ating for statement, and let's do something like this. LCD, set cursor. So, isi-set ko yung cursor sa line 2, no? 0, 1. Okay? Kasi, sa taas, ayaw ko mabura yung pumping liquid, which is, message natin yan para mamaya. Kasi yung liquid na yung kukontrolin natin, yung motor, no? So, dito tayo sa baba magsusulat ng LCD, and then we print LCD dot print. Okay? I just print muna siguro something like 3 spaces para lang, kasi if magka-count tayo ng number, usually pumapatong yung 10 tapos 9, maiiwan yung 0 kasi single character lang, no? So gusto ko every time magka-count siya, ino-overwrite mo ng blank lang yung LCD, then ilabas mo yung number. So, and then after this, i-print niya yung spaces ko. Ulitin ko na naman siya, LCD. Set cursor ulit, ulitin ko siya. And then this time, ang ipiprint ko is LCD.print yung actual value ng I, which is galing sa pulse. So, meaning, pag naghulog ako ng worth 20 pesos or 5 pesos, yun yung bumababa ng bumababa. So, I would know na yung amount ng hinulog ko talagang kino-consume ng bendo machine ko. Okay? So, then, at the same time, balik natin yung ating sound, no? Para may effect during the process. And at the same time, tone the buzzer. Okay? Gusto ko yung tune na 523. Okay? And then, 1 peso, 1 second, no? If gusto ko 1 peso, 2 seconds, I can do it like this, no? But for now, para simple, 1 peso, 1 second. So that's why I put a delay 1,000. And then, no tone buzzer. Okay? Okay, sorry. Yung ginawa natin kanina, dapat ganun. Ayan, no tone buzzer, 500. Kasi kung hindi ko lalagyan ng delay dito, what happens is, totone mo yung buzzer, i-delay mo. Okay, mamamatay. So, hindi ko marirealize na namatay kasi walang delay. Hindi ko binigyan ng time na marinig ko yung walang tunog. Ito ang mangyayari is, dikit masyado kasi babalik yung loop dito. So, dapat bigyan ko rin ng delay na marinig ko nang pinatay mo dahil hindi tumutunog. So, yung 1,000, gagawin kong kalahati para ma-realize ko na tumutunog. So, I can get that effect. Toot. So, kung ang coins ko is 5 pesos, then I will hear 5, 4, 3. At the same time, nakikita ko yung number sa screen. So, let's upload this. And camera. Okay, insert coins. And let's drop 5 pesos again. Okay, so should I add more or I press the button? So for now, I'll just press the button. 3. Okay, tapos na. Pero, dito, hindi natapos. No? But we're almost there. No? We're almost there. So, we need to have an exit function. Kasi, the mere fact, tumunog na ng 5 beses, na-countdown niya rin from the actual value of my coin, which is nag-start sa 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nagawa na ng vending machine ko yung service niya. No? So, dapat, i-exit na siya, reset everything, and give me a message na, tapos ka na, insert coin, and of course, light up the RGB again, no? So, next transaction na siya. So, balik tayo sa ating code, no? And then, what we will do, kasi nandito tayo sa ating mini loop, no? 4, no? Okay? Kapag natapos yung 4, lalabas siya dito, and wala na siyang ibang gagawin. So, ito yung chance natin ngayon na i-reset ang everything. Just after the 4 statement. So, ito yung buong 4 statement. Tapos na yun siya, no? So, ang gagawin natin next is, sa labas ng 4, yan, just after that bracket, we can reset na everything. So, yung pulse, or yung pinaglalagyan ng value ng coins na inulog natin, will bring back now that to 0. Okay? And ano pa? Of course, no coin ka na, no? So, lalagay mo na ulit yung no coin sa false. Why? So that pag bumalik na siya sa umpisa ng loop, gagawin niya to. Kasi ito yung nagpiprint ng insert coin. Provided, pag nakita niya yung no coin, ang current value is false before niya gawing true. Okay, so no coin equals false. Then, of course, we have to clear the LCD. Clear. Okay, burahin mo na yan, no? And then, maybe we can send a message. Huwag namang biglang exit lang, no? Bigyan mo naman ng konting thank you message yung nagulog sa'yo ng token. So, after we clear the LCD, let's set it at the cursor again. LCD. Set cursor. Okay. 0 sa umpisa ng LCD sa taas. Sa line 1, block 1, no? And let's type LCD.print. Okay, what do we print, no? Okay, lagyan natin ng thank you. And bye. Bye na. Wala nang gamay lang. Maliit lang yung screen natin. So, short message lang. Thank you. Bye. Okay. Now, after that, lagyan din natin ng konting patunog, no? Parang may effect. Iba kasi pag may tunog at may message, no? Mas nakaka-adapt yung users, no? So, let's put that on. I-delay natin ang... Okay, let's delay this for about 2 seconds. Okay? And then, let's tone the buzzer. Buzzer. Ibayin natin ng konti yung tone. Medyo pataasin natin. So, tataasan ko. 3,000. And then, tutunog siya. Toot! Then, gusto ko mamatay. Gusto ko yung tunog na tutut. So, ganun. Parang ganun. So, experiment lang to. You can do your own. So, didelay ko ng 200, no? And then, after that, papatayin ko yung buzzer. Kasi, para makuha ko yung effect niya. So, what happens is, tutunog siya. Toot! Pero maikli lang yung delay ko. So, toot! Parang ganun, no? So, then, what happens is, next sound, no? Tone buzzer, delay, no? Tone buzzer. Didelay ko ng maikling-maikli lang na na-off siya. 50. And then, patutunogin ko para dalawang sound. Tutut! Dalawang sound yan, no? So, tone. Buzzer. Okay. Then, same thing. Tutut! Okay. Then, delay ulit ng 50. And then, tapos na. Okay. No tone. Buzzer. Okay. And I want the exit process to be exactly what? 2 seconds, no? Pero ito kasi, 2 seconds plus 2,300 lumalabas, no? I-adjust ko. Pero ito, kayo na, sa akin lang naman to. Maybe 1,670 milliseconds. And then, or, tama, 1,700 kasi. Plus 200 millisecond, 1,900 plus 50. Lahat ng delay sa exit statement ko is total 2 seconds. So, nakuha ko yung gusto ko. After mo mag-thank you, 2 more seconds to execute, back na lahat sa normal. Okay, let's try this. Camera. insert coins. Okay? So, hulog tayo ng 5. So, we have a value of 5. Then, di na tayo magdagdag. Let's just press this. 3, 2, 1. Tapos na. Thank you, bye. Okay. So, that completes it, no? So, the missing part actually is isasabay natin yung pag-run ng motor natin sa buzzer na yon or yung timing lahat na yon, no? If 1 peso, 1 second, during that process, 1 second ding magpapump to or 5 seconds, no? So, this is very simple na itong last part na to. All we have to do now is check saan nakakabit yung signal wire ng motor pump. So, this is the sig pin, okay? Going to digital pin number 3 of Arduino. Actually, analog yan kasi mayroong dash, no? So, let's go back to the top and define another variable, okay? Define, let's name this pump motor. Kasi mini pump yan. So, pump motor. And siya ay nakakabit sa number 3. Hindi ako nagkakamali, check natin. Okay, number 3, digital pin, okay? And that is an analog pin. Sa previous tutorial ko, tinuro ko yung mga analog pins dito sa pins ng Arduino. So, balikan nyo lang yun, guys. Okay, so pump motor 3. Okay, next, sa void setup, we have to declare this. Pin mode. Ang pangalan, pump motor. As an output, no? Okay. And then, that's it, no? Okay, let's try, no? Let's try. Again, balik tayo sa ating loop, no? Itong loop. Okay, loop. Kukopyahin ko muna lahat yan ulit and ikakat. And I'll just delay the loop statement. Open my notepad and paste the previous code and just keep it there for a while. Kasi gusto ko i-check lang muna natin mabuti kung nakuha natin yung wiring, gagana yung motor, no? Okay? So, during the loop, pagtapos mong mag-open Arduino, nagawa mo na yung setup mo, wala ka mo na ibang gagawin, just test run the motor, no? Okay. So, what we need now is, since motor ito, that's why I always choose yung analog pins, no? And dun sa lesson idea, sa MOS module, controlling motors, meron akong video recently na in-upload on how to control DC motors with MOS module. Pakibalikan lang yon. For now, sa mga nakapanood na, let's continue this, no? Okay. So, I'm going to type sa loop, analog right, no? Okay. So, ano yung pangalan ng ating motor? Yan, pump motor. Okay? Analog right pump motor, and I want you to run the motor at the maximum power. Yung full power ng motor para makasuction siya or mag-run yung motor. And that's gonna be 255 because if I type 0, walang power. Parang off. 255, full power. But it depends sa application nyo. You can go for, minsan kasi yung iba ayaw nang mabilis or malakas, gusto tamang-tama lang. You can experiment like 120 or any number between 0 to 255. Basta yung 0 is like sending a signal sa motor na stop, walang value. Yung 255 is like saying the motor run at the maximum speed. Wala nang 256 hanggang 255 lang. Okay? So, run the pump motor at 255. Okay? Yan. Sa pagpunta niya sa loop. And do that for, say, so may tubig tong ating demo dito ngayon, no? And dalian lang natin kasi chine-check lang natin. So, maybe do that for about 1 second lang, no? Okay? And after that, make sure i-turn off mo yung motor. Okay? 0. Now, if I just put a delay here, what will happen is after 1 second, parang blink the LED to. Every 1 second, papump ng papump to. Chine-check lang naman natin, no? So, kung di ko naman lalagyan yan, mas mabilis yan. Hindi to hihinto because we are on the loop section, okay? So, what I'm going to do, if after niyang ma-off yung motor, I'll just give Arduino an indefinite loop with an unbreakable condition. So, it's like while, parang literal while 1 is greater than 0. Okay? Parang sinasabi ko dyan is, while 1 is greater than 0. Of course, that's true. 1 will always be greater than 0. Tama? gawin mo whatever inside this. And wala na ako ilalagay dyan. So, what I'm saying is, after niyang gawin tong first statement, pump the motor for 1 second, then turn off the motor, gagawin ng Arduino to because it's true. Papasok siya sa loob ng cluster na to. Kaso, hindi na siya makakalabas dito kasi every time lulup siya sa while, palaging totoo yung 1 is greater than 0. Okay? So, let's try. Okay, 1 second and nalock yung ating code sa loob ng while, no? And that's my purpose kasi if hindi ko yung gagawin, nasa loop statement tayo, pop-up to, mauubusan tayong tubig. That's just for the purpose of checking if na-wire natin ng tama yung motor sa MOS module. Now, since this is working, we'll go back to our code now and copy the previous code, no? Copy yan. Okay, balik sa Arduino and remove this set of codes na ginamit natin pan-testing. Make sure na yung loop cluster lang ang may iwan blank. And paste it. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin is babalik tayo sa section ng itong tatlong condition na kapag pinindot yung button and may value or nagulog siya ng coin at true ang user balance kasi may balance siya, ipapump mo na yung liquid. And that will happen also inside the small loop na ginawa natin, which is the first statement. If you remember, kung 5 pesos, 1 second ang per iteration, so meaning 1 second yung habang ginagawa na yan, at the same time, gusto natin na isabay mo yung pag-pump ng motor. And that's gonna be, say kung 5 pesos, 5 seconds tutulo yung tubig. Just to give you an idea. So somewhere on the code, isasama natin siya dito. For me, maybe let's just, you can place it wherever you want inside the first statement. No? So just put it after this. Okay? Analog, right, what's that again? Pump, motor, yan. Analog, right, pump, motor, at its maximum speed, 255, okay? So, iikot yan, no? Magpapump yan. But the thing is, since nagkakaroon ng delays dito, magkakaroon din ng delays yung motor natin. No. The first time we run this, I think much better kung dito natin siya ilagay. 4, no? Pag nag-execute na yung loop ng 4, no? Dito na agad. Siya na ang una. Open mo na yung motor. But we will not put yung another statement to turn up that motor here, no? Yan. Hindi natin lalagay sa loob ng 4. Why? Ang mangyayari dito, kasi nga, di ba, toot, literal din na yung pag-pump ng motor mo is hindi nice. So, parang hindi maganda. Whatever you might call it. No? Para sa akin, hindi tama. So, tanggalin natin yan sa dyan. So, just pump the motor and complete the first statement. Anyway, pag natapos mo na to, kung 5 seconds man yan, the next thing the program will do is you'll get out of this 4 statement clause kasi mag-execute ka rito. Dito ko lang siya ilalagay to turn up the motor. So, what happened is, pag nag-start na siya, toot, but yet the pump just continues. Parang, for 5 seconds, pero yung tunog, toot. Pag natapos niya 5 seconds, that's the time to turn up niya yung motor. I-reset niya ang everything and start over. Okay? So, let's try this. Okay, camera. Okay. Okay, ipatayin ko yung maliit na screen dito. Okay, para buong screen siya. Now, let's try now. Okay, isa-isay natin. 1 peso muna, no? Okay, masailan talaga to. Yun, tumalsik pa. So, may 1 peso balance na tayo, no? So, meaning, based sa program natin, nilagay natin ng delay 1 second. So, meaning, 1 second tayong makakapump. No? So, try natin. Hindi ko muna dadagdagan balance ko. Okay? Thank you, bye. O, mabilis lang. O, tutut. Nangyari na lahat. Sumindi yung RGB. So, let's try again. Okay? Let's try isang 5. Or, ay, sagad na natin. 5 and 10, no? Okay? So, baka umapaw to. O, sige. Dalawang 5. Sige, 5. Okay? And another 5 or, para matest natin, 5 peso coin yun, 10 peso coin naman, no? So, 10. Huwag na natin i-20 kasi kung 20 second baka mabasa lahat to kasi aapaw. So, I think this is 15. So, it's gonna be 15 seconds of pump, no? So, bawasan ko lang siguro itong tubig. Kaya na yan. Kunti pa lang pala. Okay, hopefully hindi to aapaw. Okay? So, let's press the button. Kasi happy na tayo sa 15 pesos balance. Okay. Seven, 6, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so I think that completes our tutorial. Medyo mahaba and medyo na detalye talaga and I hope na nagustuhan nyo whatever yung aking na-share dito. For those na mga advanced na sa Arduino and so happen to be watching on this episode, no? Ilang parts din to, no? So I know that you have better ideas or might have better approaches, but then again, I'm just showing and sharing you some strategies and techniques kung paano nyo fully ma-utilize itong Allan Universal Coinslot with RGB. So it doesn't limit you to improve this or take this as it is, no? So or i-merge nyo into some other applications, no? This is just for pure reference and dun sa mga nalilito pa sa Universal Coinslot na madalas tinatanong kami is an eye-opener. What can an Arduino do with this type of Coinslot? Kasi maganda naman talaga itong model na to, no? So, kaya nga nakikita nyo lagi yan sa mga Wi-Fi bendo or whatever bendo machine. So, I hope guys na nag-enjoy kayo despite ng masyadong malawig or mahabang edit ng code. Now, I'm just trying my best to make it simple and understandable, no? I don't want to be very technical about it. So, baka yung iba magko-comment yan, you should have used this type of functions. Yes, I know. But then again, may I remind yung mga advanced na, kasi merong comment sa akin last time na it should be done like that. So, I would like to remind you na I'm fitting the tutorials most likely sa beginners. So, we can't just force the beginners to adapt kung ano na agad yung meron sa advanced. Kasi mahihirapan sila. So, ako, I made this channel to be user-friendly, learning-friendly sa beginners. So, hintay lang tayo kasi we will be moving forward pag natapos to lahat sa advanced. So, sabi nga nila, mas maganda daw pag dahan-dahan kasi swabe lang. Okay? So, guys, thank you and don't forget to hit the subscribe and that bell that rings or and the notification or click everything you can click on this video. Pati yung dislike, pwede nyo rin i-click if you want, no? So again, salamat and I hope you enjoyed this series of tutorial. Okay? See you again on the next episode. Bye guys. Thank you.
Can anybody out there hear me?